Talk to me a little bit, first of all, Raquel, about putting on Vera's skin. Wow, this is a performance of a lifetime, I think.
Well, thank you. I would hope not. I'm only 19, but yes, I think there was so much that I brought of myself to her. She really just felt like I could go in and out of her easily, and it didn't feel like someone that I had to leave at the door of my house because it would be too much. Like everything that she was going through, I was going through or had went through at some point in my life, or the universal experience of it. And all I had to do was just rechannel that essentially. It wasn't hard in that way. The piano playing was hard. Like in the her talent is different than my talent, and that was very challenging in and out of itself. But her as a person was very easy to tap into.
Wow, as I said, it's a stunning performance on your part, and Sergio, um, man, you know where to put your camera. I mean, this is a difficult thing
Mm-hmm.
to show, talent like this and put it in perspective for the audience. But you did such a masterful job.
Thank you so much. I mean, I keep saying this, but I believe it deeply. I think that the most remarkable thing about the film was the casting, and I took a long time to choose the right casting. And once I had that, I had very clear what I wanted to say in every scene, and very clear how I wanted to shoot it, and what I wanted to express. And having these guys, it was just so easy to pull it off. I mean, they were just amazing. They got the job done for
Well,
sure.
and they did a beautiful job. I mean, your cast, Raquel, is just top notch. I mean, what an
Oh
amazing group of people to play with.
gosh, they are. I mean, there's my family. It was my first film family, and I'm still very much close to many of them. And the boys I see as brothers. And funnily enough, the woman who plays my enemy, Mika, she is like the older sister I never had. I'm the
Wow.
older sister. So, like, it was getting to meet her and have her in my life as a guide is just so beautiful. I'm so lucky. They were all, and it's so impressive because most of them hadn't had a lot of film
Mm.
experience or didn't have a lot of acting. Like Nicholas didn't have any acting experience. This was his first like ever. He was like, I'm gonna try acting, and then he booked it, which is amazing. It's every actor's dream. But he's an amazing co-star and equally talented partner to work with on every scene. I mean, they just made my job a lot easy.
Easy. Uh,
Easier.
Vera's journey in this is so amazing to me because she's a person who's lost at the beginning and then finds herself and finds her strength. Was that all on the page, Raquel?
Uh, yes. I mean, to put it frank, Sergio is an incredible writer as he is a director, and the dialogue was all there. I mean, it's an actor's gift when they have a lot of material to pull from. And obviously there's a process that I had gone through as well with the character, and you're constantly discovering things as you're working. And like I said, it's my first film, so working out of sequence also was kind of a mind boggle to me, but it was really helpful in the sense of actually finding her sense of like loss or
Hmm.
not understanding where things were, or the sense of time was so disrupted because she was constantly working. She was constantly trying to figure out the next meal she was going to eat. So in some ways I saw that because I was there every single day for 12 days straight, and I think I like I was sick at some point, and so I like passed out on the couch, and I came back and I was so disoriented, and so I took that feeling and really tried to bring that to her. But her journey is, I'm so proud of it. I remember when I watched that Cinequest, I was so proud of where she ended up, because it's not necessarily that she made it and she knew what she was going to do with her life. She just knew that this was a new step in her life, and I thought that was really beautiful.
Sergio, where did the idea come from?
Um, I happen to be a foster parent with my wife, and we've been foster parents, sorry, for the past 5 years, and we've had like four toddlers. They are with you for a year or so, then they move back with their family, or either the grandma, or sometimes they end up getting adopted. But in our minds, it was always that question of what happens to those that they never find a family to stay with, right? And then when they are 18, they age out of the system, and now what, right? So in a way, this was my answer, and I wanted to be an answer, that it ends in a positive tone. I believe that if you teach someone a passion, that's gonna drive them forever, and it's always gonna drive them to try to become better and find their way, right?
Yes.
So yes, so that's what I think we should actually teach foster children and children in general to find their passion, and yeah, and that's it. That was my answer to that question of mine.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
Raquel, tell me what you think audiences will take away from watching Becoming Vera.
Well, we just went to CineQuest, and one of the biggest feats that we just had was winning the audience award over there. We knew no one. Like, it was just the cast and the crew and whoever decided to show up. We were taking a bit of a gamble doing our world premiere over there, but it paid off because, I mean, I wasn't there at the second screening, but apparently at the second screening, people were much more receptive. And not that they were at the first screening, but some of the things I heard was just like, I didn't know that the level of which the lack of resources for foster kids was at. Yeah. I never think about it. And also in society today, it's just, we alone already don't think about foster kids enough. We don't think about them after the system. And so it was a lot of that phrase, I didn't know, and now I know. I'm going to do research. I'm going to look into Voices for Children. That made me happy. Someone in particular was like, I'm going to look into Voices for Children. I was like, great, link in my bio. If you have social media, please. But yeah, Sergio, you can talk also a little bit on this because you were there for both screenings.
Yes. I mean, the first screening went absolutely amazing, and it was also so much fun, something that we're all gonna remember forever. People were, waiting for us at the exit. I mean, after, during the panel, they were amazing, but also they were waiting for us to congratulate us, and and wish us the best, right? And we were feeling really good, but then on the second screening, there were even the case of this gentleman that he went back home, told his wife, I just watched a film that you need to see, and then came back a couple of days later with his wife just to watch the film with her. So that's only meant a lot. And then I could see that people loved the same thing. They were congratulating and praising the acting and everything. And then when I think that 3 days ago we received during the closing night, we received the audience award. It was an incredible surprise because of what Raquel just said. We didn't know anyone. I mean, that was honest voting, right? I mean, it wasn't friends and family. So that's very nice to know.
Raquel, I'm just astounded by, this is your first big movie, and wow, what a performance. I'm so proud of you. And I don't even know you.
Oh, thank you. I mean, hey, that still equally means as much as if it were somebody I knew. Thank you so much, Tony. I really appreciate that.
And congratulations. You're in the right business. And Sergio, keep directing. It's a gift to do something like this. Do more.
Thank you so much. I hope so.
That's what I tell him.
Thank you.
Thank you
and have
so
a
much.
great day.